people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 2 of SpongeBob the Movie game. Last time, we learned the basic controls of the game as we went out to put cheese on a Krabby Patty that was lacking cheese. And then we made our way through Goofy Goobers, where Patrick beat up any disgruntled employees he came across. Though really, I can't help but feel sorry for the Goofy Goober employees. Basically, here they are, they're trying to clean up the place, trying to get things in order for opening the following day, and they're just having to deal with drunk SpongeBob and Patrick, who are basically just smacking the crap out of them. No, really, I can't help but imagine that basically this is what Squidward would do, basically, if Mr. Krabs basically just left him as manager, basically. Mr. Krabs steps away, and Squidward's just assaulting the customers. You get that one customer, I'll have a... Yeah, basically, Patrick tries pulling that crap while Squidward's manager. I'll have a... Patrick, just order a freaking sandwich! Squidward, don't you raise your voice at me. I will kick your ass. I run the place, Patrick. No one is standing in my way anymore. Now order or you're getting out of here. Oh, in that case, Patrick just punches Squidward and takes the cash register. Screw you, Squidward. I'm going to the other Krusty Krab. Okay, but anyways, let's get going.
Our journey begins. Epic, heroic, daring, valiant, courageous.
SpongeBob, you're driving a sandwich.
Not just a sandwich, a Krabby Patty.
With cheese.
Yeah, though I love how basically the logic of this film is that to justify SpongeBob driving the Krabby Patty, basically driving the Patty Wagon despite not having a driver's license, is the fact that you don't need a license to drive a sandwich. Though I would not be surprised if Patrick gave SpongeBob that justification. SpongeBob, you don't need a license. Hell, you don't even need a license to drive a car. What next, SpongeBob? To drive a boat. What next, SpongeBob? Are you gonna need a license to make toast, or use the bathroom, or own a gun, SpongeBob? So anyways, the Patty Wagon. The Patty Wagon, it may not look it from... Yeah, anyways, on the PS2 controller, you just press the R1 button and you can basically use Nitro. If you're off the road, you'll be sliding around. Anyways, as I was saying, it may not look it from your end of things, but the Patty Wagon is pretty awkward to control, all things considered, where basically this thing has weight to it. And it has a weird drift. So basically, it never feels like you're in full control of this thing. It always feels like it's in control of you. Yeah, just Plankton's first act, basically, disabling the government just terminating any government employees. And by terminate, I mean vaporize any employees who deny him his permits. Okay, so anyways, for the driving missions, the first missions are never, for the driving levels, the first mission's never that bad, because basically it's just casually drive through the course. Complete the course, and you're all good to go. However, a lot of people, myself included, take grievance with these levels is just how they handle the other missions, which I'll go into more detail as we progress.
A new path.
Okay, so anyways, this level just pretty straightforward. It's just all about teaching you how to use the Patty Wagon. Yeah, you don't want to use your nitro while you're in the air because you will move definitively slower. Instead, you want to use your nitro to just cut across portions of the road that basically you're going to be skidding and sliding in. Because even if you're off-road for a few seconds, you're going to find yourself just weaving and turning and bobbing about. But what is Plankton trying to demolish there? Yeah, just Plankton's trying to sweep up all of the loose change. All that loose change is gonna be mine. I gotta fund this somehow.
There's the edge of town.
You've reached the edge of town, and now you can go on to the next part of your journey. Here's your reward. Come back again if you want another driving challenge.
With the chaos of Bikini Bottom behind them, SpongeBob and Patrick begin their long journey towards Shell City. However, with SpongeBob gone, all is not well. Plankton is now selling the Krabby Patty at the Chum Bucket, and with every purchase, customers are getting a mind-controlling bucket helmet. Squidward has discovered Plankton's plan to create an army of bucket heads. Will Squidward save the day? No. On the outskirts of town, SpongeBob and Patrick meet some of the charming locals who tell them they will not last long outside the city. But our friends do not listen. They should have listened. Our heroes are now stranded in a vast desert with only their feet for transportation.
Hey, they lasted 11 seconds outside past the county line. How long was that?
How long was that?
11 in your face! And Patrick and SpongeBob just absolutely just bragging with the air horn.
Plankton is using those radio towers to broadcast his evil messages across the sea. SpongeBob, you have to find a way to shut those towers down. You have enough Goopy Goober tokens. Now I can teach you the bash move.
Now I am the master. Wow! Thanks, Mindy!
Those radio towers are broadcasting Plankton's hypnotizing messages. If we don't do something soon, every creature in the sea will be under Plankton's control. You have to go into the desert and shut them down.
Isn't this the really dangerous desert that no one has ever returned from?
No. I think that's the desert next to this one.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll have those towers shut down in a jiffy.
Okay, anyways, in regards to the vehicle levels, for the most part, after we complete one, I'll just go back and I'll just do the other challenges. So anyways, first one right here. Time challenge. Basically, this is pretty straightforward. Just get to the end of the level before time runs in the allotted time.
Do you want to try a time challenge?
I'm challenged all the time.
Yeah, I'm challenged with this pocket Leviathan with this pocket Leviathan. Thanks CzarThwomp for absolutely following my line. Who are you, some Moogie? Anyways, as I was saying before CzarThwomp flubbed it up, I'm challenged with this pocket python. It's just so massive that I just can't move it without dragging it across the ground. It leaves a massive rivet. It tears up the roads. I have been fined by the city on so many occasions for it, but then I clap back and I'm like, hey, I can't help it that I was born beautiful, okay?
Good one, buddy.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You'll have a set time limit to get to the end of the road. If you finish in less than the set time, I'll reward you.
Okay, so anyways. 4 minutes. Pretty solid time. All you have to really do is just make it there. Just don't really have any flub-ups and you'll be good. Screw us. We're just going. Yeah, though consider this as practice, because later on, well, we're not gonna basically be, and I forgot to go through the shortcuts. Oh, wait, no I didn't. The shortcut's right over here.
A new path.
Okay, anyways, the park. The park is another area that can be a good shortcut. So, yeah, just absolutely just trash your way through the park. Okay, so anyways, just go here. Okay. I think that the time it takes to get through each path is pretty much the same, so you don't have to worry too much.
A new path.
Okay. Get through here. And I broke my own advice of just doing a jump, of doing a nitro right on a jump. Wait, I went right by it! That should have been collected! I call foul with that. Okay. Yeah, if you find yourself sliding, don't be afraid to just nitro blast.
Patrick is going up. There's the edge of town.
You've won the time challenge. Here's your reward. Now I have a real challenge for you.
Look, Mindy, I'm all for your challenge, but frankly, I don't think that SpongeBob should be included, okay? No offense, you Sponge, but frankly, if I brought you into the menage a trois, it would just throw everything off. You'd throw off my rhythm. I mean, you're allowed to sit in the corner and watch like always if you want. You do a great job at it, SpongeBob.
Patrick, I don't want to sit in the corner and watch your orgies! They're going all night, Patrick! You take some of that kelp powder and then you're just going on and on and on! Frankly, the last one was so bad, it took so long that Squidward had to file a missing persons report out on me!
Sacrifices have to be made, SpongeBob. For you see, all great acts have to be observed.
Mindy, we're ready. What do we do?
Rings will appear on the road. Go through each ring before it disappears. If you get through them all, I'll reward you.
Oh, no. You can't trick me, Mindy. I know how you women work, you vipers work with your rings. You make me go to the ring, and then bang! You capture me in your matrimonial scam, and then you're trying to take me for all I'm worth. Well, no, thank you. Patrick Star swims free. You're not going to go after me you're not going to dig your talons into me and take away my fortune, my rock, and all my sand.
Patrick, I don't think she's a gold digger. What would she take from you, a rock?
Hey, don't you mock the rock, SpongeBob. In this economy, there are people who are begging for a rock. And as far as sand goes, I've got sand, I've got more sand.
Anyways, the ring challenges. Basically, the ring challenges, I prefer these over the time trials by a long shot because as long as you're attentive, you'll succeed at the rings.
That's why I can't understand why you would want to marry Sandy, SpongeBob. I mean, look at her. She would probably be hiring a divorce lawyer as soon as you cut the cake, SpongeBob. I don't mean to rain on your parade or anything, but I've seen her talking to Larry. And she's probably planning things. She sees you as her safety net, SpongeBob. She gets ridden like the town bicycle, and then once she's been plowed like a field, she's gonna come to you for that safe, reliable option. And you know what, you'll be like, okay, Sandy.
Patrick, you need to get off the man ray sphere.
Oh, shut it, SpongeBob. You just hate Man Ray because he speaks the truth. He's not a boy like Barnacle Boy, SpongeBob. Don't be a beta boy like Barnacle Boy. Gotta focus on that grind, said SpongeBob. This is why you have nothing, SpongeBob. This is why Mr. Krabs doesn't pay you. This is why he didn't make you manager. Because he knows that you're submissive, SpongeBob. You're his little lapdog, and he is more than happy to take advantage of that.
Anyways, when you get hit with the Patty Wagon, it actually becomes harder for you to control. It becomes slower, and the turning becomes a lot more sluggish. So it's in your best interest to keep the Patty Wagon healthy.
See, SpongeBob, you may laugh at you may say, oh, Patrick, you don't have employment, but unlike you, SpongeBob, I have my pride and I have freedom. Two things you will never have under Mr. Krabs. Frankly, this is your opportunity, SpongeBob. Just go in and just take over the town. What are we competing with, Plankton? Plankton and his E-wife?
So much destruction.
Him and his AI girlfriend?
Okay, anyways, there we go. Ring challenge done.
You've beaten the ring challenge.
And best of all, you have your talents in me. See all this, Mindy? It's all me. It's all mine. You're not getting any of it. You'll get the scraps I throw you.
Since you beat the other challenges so easily, I have a tough one for you.
Easy? Yeah, it was easy.
Oh, very easy. Like stealing money from Squidward. Seriously, when I break into Squidward's house to steal his valuables, he doesn't stop me. He doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, Squidward's just taking a bath. What the hell? What was that noise? Squidward goes down to his living room. Patrick, what are you doing?
Hey, Squidward, just take your stuff. Take your silverware.
Why are you stealing my forks, Patrick? Why do you constantly do this? You don't even use forks.
I do it, Squidward, as an act of dominance to remind you that I am the alpha of the neighborhood. Well, you're not even the beta. SpongeBob is the beta of the neighborhood. You see, SpongeBob, he may be less than me, but he's under my wing. He's rehabilitatable, but you, Squidward, you have been stained by the soy, Squidward. You're the Omega.
All right, I'll give you a hard time to beat. Get to the end of the road in less than the set time.
Yeah, so basically, this is essentially the time trial, but slightly harder. Or in some levels, significantly harder. So yeah, these time trials, they can get nasty. So yeah, I'm probably going to be focusing a little bit more on this and oh crap, no. Okay, I think that this one is one of the more this is one of the milder ones. But here's the thing, I don't play this game all that often enough to basically have every route memorized. Yeah, that's a very good point to use it. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Watch how we failed this one.
I blame SpongeBob for this. All the atrocities of this level, I'm gonna blame on SpongeBob. Any failings, they're all SpongeBob because he's the one driving. Come on, SpongeBob! What the hell, SpongeBob? Drive on the wrong side of the road! What the hell, SpongeBob? Open up your eyes, man! Maybe you weren't sipping for Sandy every 3 seconds, then maybe we could get somewhere with this. Sacrifice your well-being for Sandy when you were just going through all those extreme stunts, the hay and the needle stack. What the hell, SpongeBob? Yeah, and what were you doing? You were just hiding out in my house, SpongeBob. I let you hide out. Then I come back to this door. I see all these weird people underneath my house. Just in my basement like some ghouls.
Yeah, watch how we failed this. Yeah, I think we failed this. That or this is gonna be very close.
The Patty Wagon is back in the race.
Oh crap, no!
It's going up.
Okay, it looks like we're doing this again. Yeah, if you want to redo any of these missions, you gotta go back and redo them. Yeah, as repetitive as this can be, darn it, if I have to do this, you're experiencing this too. This is the experience of the SpongeBob movie game. Where basically, if you want to 100% this game, you are going to be seeing these courses. But yet your mind represses it. Yeah, we would have made it if I basically had, a greater knowledge of the course, if I actually paid attention. Yeah, not crashing out. But hey, if there's one good thing about these courses is that they're a great way to grind up for weights. For example, let's upgrade our bash. Basically, what the Macho Batch does is that basically SpongeBob hits a target, he'll stick his glove into it, and basically the explosion will deal a solid amount of damage. Okay.
So much destruction.
Yo, it's not ramming any cop cars. Yeah, curse my game and its darkness. Yeah, watch how on the video it's gonna look clear as a bell, basically, clear as the day in that tunnel. Meanwhile, for me, it was just a good amount of darkness. Strips of light and then strips of dark. Okay, yeah, we've got this. basically you have a straightaway like that, just blast the nitro. Best opportunity to use it. Yeah, we got this. We've got this.
It's going up. There's the edge of town.
Yeah, but as you can see, the macho time is not merciful.
You did it!
And all Mindy has to say is, "You did it! Congratulations! Here's a cookie!"
You can try and beat your best time on this road.
We'll do it, Mindy. Nothing can distract us.
Wheels on the Patty Wagon go round and round. Screw the SpongeBob, we're not doing this time trial. We're gonna go and just trash Squidward's lawn.
Anyways, all of the vehicle levels, they are going to feature these 4 types of missions, where basically get to the end of the course, a time challenge, a ring challenge, and then a harder time challenge. Okay. Anyways. Okay, this is a little awkward. Waiting, and sitting, and sitting, and waiting. Anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and hope you come back for the next one. Like to be like, subscribe, comment, share, do where's the one. With us, see you next time. Bye.